We are talking about the trust Trump coin scam, rug pull, fuck over, whatever you want to call it. So here's the thing. March 2nd of this year, I got involved in crypto. I've been in the crypto space for a while, just not as someone who was gambling on the different tokens. I was in the crypto space for law enforcement, for corporations that wanted someone to purchase their data on the dark web, something like that. So I used crypto specifically for dark web or illegal engagement that was allowed by law enforcement. But I've been in it since, 2011? Yeah, 2011. And before that, when I was running Shadow Crew, we had a couple of precursors to crypto. We had Liberty Reserve, we had eGold. So I've been in this type of space for a while. I understand it. I didn't want to start buying and trying to trade on crypto because of the origins of cryptocurrency. I view the origins as a criminal origin. And if you look at the history, that's exactly what it is. It gets its use case through criminal activity, and then over time, it becomes more legitimate. There's a reason that you have so many scams throughout crypto, and that reason is it has origins. Crypto itself has origins in criminal activity. It just bleeds over from there. So I didn't want to get involved. But finally, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So March 2nd of this year, I started playing with crypto, and I've done pretty well. My big holdings right now are in memes, and those memes primarily are the fuck Biden token and the he token. He was developed by Alex Costa, World War III, Bitcoin on TikTok, on Twitter, a few other spaces like that. Alex was simply trying to show on his live feed, he was trying to show how easy it was to create a Solana token in order to show people how easily you could create it and then get ripped off on that. And he created this thing called he. It turns out it exploded. People saw Alex as someone who could be trusted, and he is. And because of that, they started to buy into it. And now it reached an apex of like $60 million. It's down to about 5 million right now because we've had this huge pullback with altcoins and crypto as a whole. But Alex started that. The other token is called the fuck Biden token. And I got in on that really cheap, and I'm hoping that it does something. It should. I'm hoping it does something this month because we've got the debate. The first presidential debate is this month. Now, the reason I say that, all right, we're talking about the Trust Trump coin scam, and it absolutely has some relation with the fuck Biden token. And the relation is this. So right now, we've got, as I said, it's meme season. Memes are what is driving the crypto environment. We've went through the animals. We're right now on celebrities, and we've got this politify narrative, political finance. We've got this politify narrative in crypto. Joe Biden came out. He put a 45% tax on all crypto cash outs. Trump came out after that and says, hey, I support cryptocurrency. I'm going to make sure that cryptocurrency is successful. So because of that, you've got most crypto people are supporting Trump. And because of that, you've got a lot of Trump labeled coins that are in the crypto environment, especially on Solana. Fuck Biden was one of the first that popped out. All right. And because of my feelings toward, let's be honest, I don't like Trump. I don't like Joe Biden. I like Joe Biden even less than Trump. So I support Trump in the election. All right. I do. Not because I'm all ape shit on Trump, just because I don't like Joe Biden. That's why. So I'm in the fuck Biden token. That token is doing fairly well, and it should do well the rest of this month and through November anyway. Now, that being said, what happens is there was this gentleman who goes by his name's Chris. He goes by the screen name of Big Daddy Ranch, BDR. So he was, yeah, I know. You get these screen names where, somebody may not be feeling the most confident about their manhood. So they all of a sudden, they come up with something like that, like Big Daddy. My name's Big Daddy, even though you got a squirrel dick. Me, for example, my latest my latest Telegram moniker, I set it up the other day because they had banned me on it one channel, and I was like, by God, I'm not through yet. So I set up a new moniker. The new moniker is Big Dick McGee, or you can call me Big Dick for short. All right, because I know I don't have that, but it's my story online. I could be whoever I want to be. That's right. So that's what I did. Big Daddy Ranch, obviously the same type of dude. Well, he was one of the first people that bought into the Fuck Biden token. And at that point, when he bought into it, it was it had made the fastest increase ever on pump.fun. It had it achieved all these first. It was on fire when he first bought into it, and he bought a lot of the token. As he buys it, and this is just conjecture at this point, as he buys it, evidently he starts to see that, hey, these political tokens make a shit ton of money, or they're going to make a shit ton of money. So what he does is he waits until the Fuck Biden token, and this is not conjecture, he waits up until the Fuck Biden token reaches like a $4 million market cap. So you figure he buys into it when the market cap is under $60,000. He cashes out when that market cap is at around 4 million, 4.5 million. Give you an idea of the profit on that. If he bought, say he bought at a market cap of $50,000 and he puts $1,000 into that, that market cap at $50,000, the amount of tokens he gets at that point to when he cashes out at 4 million or 4.5 million, he's probably made 150K on that. All right, within the space of just a few days. So what he does is, and when that happens, when you buy into a token like that, and as the token's going up, the liquidity on that token is not very high. Okay, so the market cap may be 4.5 million, but you may only have $200,000 in liquidity in the token. What that means is that, yeah, I may be holding $7 million worth of tokens, but if there's only 200,000 in liquidity, the most that I'm going to get out of that is $200,000. And I'm not going to get that out because there are other holders in the token as well. Okay. So this BDR, he wants to start his own token, his own political token. So what he does is he dumps in one flash sale, he dumps every single Fuck Biden token that he's got in an attempt to destroy the Fuck Biden token so that he can go off on his own, start a new political token, and get all of the traffic that was going into his new token. So he dumps everything. And at that point in time, I think Fuck Biden crashed from that 4.5 million down to about $800,000. It survived. It's been up. It's been going between $2 to $3 million on a market cap, and we're going to see what it does with the debate coming up. So anyway, this guy cashes out this token. He then goes on to start his own token called Trust Trump, and he comes back to the Fuck Biden Telegram, and he starts to steal mods and admins that are in Fuck Biden. And how does he do that? Well, I'll give you so much of this token. How many tokens of Fuck Biden are you holding? Well, I'll tell you what, don't worry about that. I will double that on Trust Trump. And I've got this much money for marketing. I've got all this stuff that's going on. You can trust me. So he comes in and does that. Now, the thing is, the people over at the Fuck Biden team are outstanding. They work their asses off every single day. And if you're going to have, especially when times are slow, if you are going to have a project that succeeds, you have to have a team that works constantly. And these guys do. They were not doing that over at Trust Trump. So what happens is when Trust Trump launches, the market cap shoots past the Fuck Biden market cap. But while it shoots past that, it quickly starts to drop. As it drops, it goes below the Fuck Biden token market cap, and the volume on the Trust Trump coin becomes stagnant. And we're talking, under, I think the last volume I saw was $1,000 on a 24-hour span. So the volume dies out, the market cap starts to decline. So we start to see some funny shit going on with Trust Trump. The first thing that we see, some of the team members started to ask for extra liquidity to be added into the liquidity pool, all right, so that the price fluctuations wouldn't be so volatile. So they got more liquidity added into that. Once that liquidity was added into the pool, within a couple of days, we see all of a sudden that liquidity disappear. And that will raise a number of flags. So the liquidity disappears, the market cap, people see that and they're like, oh shit, something funny is going on. They start to sell. All of a sudden you've got Trust Trump that starts to bottom out. The team comes back on to Trust Trump and they say, well, it was, the market's stagnant right now. And what we did was we just removed the liquidity to a safe place. And we're going to keep it there until the market starts to pick back up. Then we're going to add it back in so that, so things remain stable and everything. That was the excuse they used. Now, that is at best, a bullshit excuse. It's a complete lie. Enough of the team members realized it was a complete lie that 6 of them quit within 24 hours. All right. At the same time that's going on, this guy, Chris, Big Daddy Ranch, he disappears. The creator of the token disappears. And he uses an excuse to disappear. He says that, hey, my 9-month-old son is in the hospital and he has to have a surgery and he may not come out of it. So, that's pulling at the heartstrings. That's something that you worry about. That's something that causes concern. Except if you're Brett Johnson. Because Brett Johnson don't give a fuck about any excuse that you're coming out about. So I'm seeing this shit. And I've already called it out about the liquidity. I'm like, hey, that seems to me like that's a bit of a bullshit excuse. But they kept saying, oh, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. The team's great. And finally, I'm like, where's BDR? And they start to tell me, well, he's got a family emergency. And I'm like, family emergency. So here's the thing on rug pulls. If you're a developer of a token and you decide that you're going to rip people off, one of the most common excuses for ripping people off for disappearing with the money is saying, well, I've just got all these family emergencies that came up. People have had to have surgeries and I just don't have time to support the token. And because of that, I'm closing everything down. And when they close everything down, they steal your fucking money at the same time. So BDR comes out and says, I've got these family emergencies. My son's got to have surgery. Now, does he have a son that has a medical emergency? I don't know. I don't. All right. I'm not sure it's too caustic for me to say, nor do I fucking care. But nor do I fucking care at this point, because at best, he's using his 6th son as an excuse to steal everyone's tokens on that project. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, the son of a bitch doesn't have a son. He made it all up so that people would feel sorry for him and maybe let him go as he stole people's money. That's the worst case scenario. It's one of those two. And either way, I don't give a fuck.